Two questions. So, Coach.
Yeah, obviously, terrific second half by our guys. Jake Willeen, Nick Davidson, I thought played great. Defensively, I thought we were better. And obviously, when you make shots, the game is a lot easier. So I think Georgia Tech has got a lot of good young talent, good players. Damon's doing a good job with them. They really space you and do a nice job in their pick and roll offense, and they're hard to guard. And we obviously had a hard time with them for a long time, and I thought our defense got better, and really happy with this win. Good bounce back by our guys.
Coach, how difficult is it to stop your offense when your guys are making threes? You have a good inside game, and then if you can open up with the threes, you're really tough.
Obviously. Yeah, we've been a little streaky at times. We didn't shoot the ball as well in our last game, and we didn't shoot the ball very well in the first half. But when we do make threes, it obviously really helps us, like every team. The game changed a little bit. Both teams played small lineups for a good bit in the second half. Really pleased Ace Buckner. I thought he made some big plays for us. Jake was obviously good, and we just spread the court a little more and got a few more open threes, and guys were able to knock them down. That was a big factor in the game for us.
Hey, Coach. Jake Willeen, 13 points. Just how rewarding was his performance with him having this kind of scoring outburst after being like a defensive Swiss Army knife for you guys over the past couple of years?
Yeah, it's really good. It's crazy. The night before the NC State game, he probably had one of his best practices of the year. He probably made 7 threes in practice and was just making them. And then get to the game, he doesn't really do as much. And then last night, he really didn't make very many in practice. But today, he was terrific. And he also drove the ball, got fouled. He drove the ball, got a couple balls up on the glass. One time, he got one up on the glass, and we got the tip in late in a clock possession. I thought his defense was really good, guarding multiple guys today. I thought he had a terrific game. I'm really happy for him. He's been working hard. That's the thing with our team. It's today was not a game that Carter Welling was as good, or maybe just didn't get into a good flow. RJ was really good for a while and then got into fouls. And obviously Nick then came in and was terrific. And so, we've had different nights where it's JP, it's Dylan. Today it was Jake Willeen and Nick Davidson, the two guys that played probably the best, with Buck doing some really good things off the bench.
Coach, you talked a lot after last game about making good decisions with the ball, taking care of it. How would you assess that from today's game?
Yeah, pretty well. Obviously, Buck had a couple turnovers there. He got a little sped up against the press. But by and large, I thought our guys, for the most part, were pretty good. They did some trapping. They did some post-trapping. They did some, pressing. And I thought our guys did a pretty good job of moving the ball. And so I was pretty pleased with that. I think we had, I don't know how many assists we had today. We had 14 assists. That's pretty good. Did have a couple turnovers late, but beyond that, I thought we did some good things moving the ball.
You guys have won 12 straight road ACC games dating back to last season, the 4th longest in conference history. When you're presented with that stat, how does that kind of resonate with you?
Yeah, obviously really proud of it. That's really hard to do. And it's a product of having a lot of really good players and having staff that do a good job in our prep, and our guys embracing, these kinds of games away from home and focusing on our process and what it takes to win and being prepared, and then, having guys that can make plays at the end of games. I think that's a big part of all this too, is you get on the road and you get a game that'll last, 4-6 minutes, and then can your players make enough plays to win the game? That's usually how it works, and we've been fortunate the last couple of years to have some teams that have players that can do that.
Any more questions for Coach?
I know Dylan Hunter returned to Atlanta. Just how did he kind of handle the emotions? I think some of his family members were in the stands as well. Just how did he kind of handle his homecoming?
Yeah, he did well. Obviously, he and RJ very excited about coming back and playing here, and had some good wins here recently. It's always good because they've got tons of friends and family that that come to these games. Obviously, they have a bunch that come to our games in Clemson as well. It's not very far, but this is always a fun game for the guys from Atlanta to come back and play. And I thought both guys played well tonight.
Coach, RJ Godfrey a plus 18 today, even with limited
Minutes.
Even with limited minutes. What would you say that says about his impact even when he's not scoring?
Yeah, his athleticism, his physicality, just his experience now. He's a much more experienced player that's been through the wars, and he just has gotten better and better. And obviously, he can have an impact on the game, not just with scoring, but with his defense and rebounding, and just his toughness. I think he brings an element of toughness to our team, and obviously, we're thrilled that he's back, and I think he's having a terrific season.
All good?
All good? Yep.